Hello and welcome to the Magic of Mathematics channel. My name is Manohar Murthy and you are watching one amongst a series of videos exploring the world of mathematics. In this video, I will be dealing with multiplications involving two fractions. If you are looking for answers to questions like what does it mean to multiply two fractions, or how do I intuitively understand the process or rules used for multiplications involving two fractions, then this video is meant for you. In this video, I assume that you understand what a fraction is, what are the different kinds of fractions, and how to add two fractions. If you're interested in exploring multiplications involving a fraction and a natural number instead, then you should see the video that I have created on that topic. Now that we know what we'll be looking at in this video, let us get down to the task at hand. When we want to look at multiplications involving two fractions, there are various cases possible, as each of the two fractions involved could be a proper fraction, an improper fraction, or a mixed fraction. In this video, I will look at a proper fraction times another proper fraction. An example of this being 3 by 8 times 2 by 3. I will use this example to look at multiplications involving two proper fractions. I would like to mention here that using the reasoning process that I present in this video, we can look at other cases also, namely those involving improper fractions and mixed fractions as well. From this point onwards, I will be using PF to refer to a proper fraction. Further, I will be using NUM and DENOM to refer to the numerator and denominator of a fraction. Let us now look at the case that we will be taking up, namely a proper fraction times another proper fraction. Let us write the example that we took on, namely 3 by 8 times 2 by 3. Let us assume that the 2 by 3 here refers to 2/3 of a chocolate. Let us assume that this is the quantity of chocolate that a normal person can consume. Let us assume that there is a person who is capable of consuming only 3/8 of the quantity that a normal person can consume. We can see that 3 by 8 times 2 by 3 is the quantity of chocolate that this person can consume. We know that this person can consume 3 pieces of chocolate for every 8 pieces that a normal person can consume. Hence, it is clear that we need to cut the quantity of chocolate that we have into 8 pieces of equal size and consider only 3 pieces out of the 8 pieces thus obtained. Let us see what happens when we do this. Here I have shown 3 pieces of a chocolate which has been cut into 3 equal pieces. The 2 pieces within the yellow colored rectangle taken together represent 2/3 of the chocolate. The piece within the red colored rectangle represents the remaining 1/3 of the chocolate. We are interested in these 2 pieces only since they represent 2 by 3, and we will be cutting these 2 pieces of chocolate into 8 pieces each. However, I will perform the same operation on this piece also. Let us see what happens when we do this. As before, we have 3 pieces of chocolate which we have obtained by cutting a chocolate into 3 equal pieces. Let us cut the first piece into 8 equal pieces, followed by the second piece and then the third piece. As you can observe, we have cut the original chocolate into 8 times 3 equal pieces. We saw earlier that we are interested in only 2/3 of the original chocolate. That is, we are interested in only 2 of the original 3 pieces. And we know that we need to consider only 3 smaller pieces from each set of 8 smaller pieces that we have obtained by cutting the original 2 pieces of larger size. That is, we need to consider 3 times 2 small pieces. It is obvious that the piece size has changed. As we saw before, we are talking about pieces of the size obtained by cutting the original chocolate into 8 times 3 pieces. We thus end up with 3 times 2 pieces of chocolate of the size obtained by cutting a chocolate into 8 times 3 pieces. We know that this translates to a fraction with 3 times 2 as the numerator and 8 times 3 as the denominator. Let us write down what we have observed. We saw that 3 by 8 times 2 by 3 is equal to a fraction whose numerator is 3 times 2 and whose denominator is 8 times 3. In other words, when we multiply two proper fractions, we get a fraction whose numerator is obtained by multiplying the numerator of the two original fractions and whose denominator is obtained by multiplying the denominators of the two original fractions. We have finished looking at the case involving multiplication of two proper fractions. As I mentioned before, we can use the reasoning process that I have used here to understand multiplications involving other kinds of fractions as well. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.